Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing very well. Today I'm going to work in my Japan Traveler's Notebook. It's a handmade notebook that I just stitched together with a whole bunch of grid paper, and then I just colored the background in with a bunch of inks and paint, and yeah. So I'm almost done this journal, and I haven't journaled in this one in a long time. The last video I think I did the cover, so I thought it would be time to get back into this journal since I'm done my memory journal now and my passport journal. I thought it would be fun to get back into my travel journal. So for the first page, the background was very plain, so I thought I would just use some of my acrylic paints, and they're not very opaque, so they work really well. They're very thin, and I just kind of wanted to go with the same ink color that was already in the background with just a little bit of blue there. And then I'm just going to stamp day 4 because I'm still on day 4, and then the date as well. And I'm just using archival ink there. And then I'm just going to do a whole bunch of journaling with a ballpoint pen, and it's a pretty thick nib. It's a 1.6 nib size, which is one of my favorite sizes to use. And then I wanted to keep it really simple, and I had a postcard from this day, which was just one of the ones from the sky tree. And I don't mind cutting up any of my postcards or pamphlets. I usually try to get 2 pamphlets if they're really nice, and for this one I had no problem cutting it up since I had 2 anyway. And for the background of the postcard, I just wanted to use a little bit of the map that was in the pamphlet and as a tip-in, and then the same side for the other side. I'm just going to use a couple portions of the map, which looks really cool in the back, and it kind of gives you an idea where you were traveling through. So really happy with that one, and I love how the blue matches the background. And then I'm just going to tape it in, which I always just use my regular tape. I should try to find some archival tape, but in the meantime I'm just going to use what I have, and I really like how that's coming together so far. And it's really thick. It's at the end of the book, so it's kind of popping open, but I don't mind. And then I'm just going to do a little bit more journaling. I kind of keep a little notebook on the side, so whenever I travel I just kind of do bullet points for the day, and that way I kind of keep track of what happened, and that way it's easier for me to journal about it later. And I discovered this after like a few trips, so I'm so glad I discovered it because it makes it so much easier to journal later. Do a little bit more journaling for this page, and that's pretty much it for this page. I love how that looks so far. And then same thing for the next page. I didn't have anything on the background, so I'm just going to use a little bit of acrylic paint and keep it really thin but also super bright because I love bright colors. And I'm just going to heat dry it just so I can work a little bit faster. And then I saw that sky tree kind of photo, and I wanted to cut it out just to kind of I thought it would look cool in the journal if I cut it out. And I'm just going to use my white gel pen to outline it to make it pop a little bit. And then I wanted to keep a little bit of the pamphlet that had all the layers in the floors of the sky tree, which looks really cool, and I like looking at that kind of stuff, so it also gives the height and things like that. So, and then I wanted to create a pocket for my sky tree tickets, and I'm just going to use a little bit of acetate. I'm just going to tape them down, keep it very simple, no stamping or anything. And then there's the tickets, which is perfect. And then when you take the tickets out, you can kind of see this outline of the sky tree, which is really cool. And then I'm just going to use a couple white stickers that I got at the Dollarama that say sky tree, and that's it. And then I'm going to stick the full pamphlet in with a number 4 paper clip because it was day 4. And then for the next page, same thing. I didn't have anything on the background, so I'm just going to use some more of my really inexpensive acrylic paint. And I'm going to add a little bit of pink because I love pink. Actually, I think that's magenta, but I really like how that looks with the green and the yellow. I'm just going to heat dry it a little bit so I can work faster. And then here's just a few random photos from the same day and some fun facts. And I love the white backgrounds because it makes the photo pop really nicely out of from the background. And I'm just going to stamp another day 4. And the stamps I'm using are actually so cheap. I bought them, I don't even know where I bought them, but they're like the ones that you cut up, and they actually work so well. So I always use that same one for all my travel journals because I like having the day. And then I'm just going to use a little bit more stamps for kind of travel themed ones, and then a ton of journaling, a little bit of white gel pen for the locations of things. And again, I'm just using a ballpoint pen because it works really well over acrylic paint. And yeah, so I really like how that one turned out too. And then for the last page, I'm just going to do a little bit more of the same color just so it kind of flows really well. And again, stamping day 4, and then I'm going to write Shibuya with my white Dollarama stickers and add a few photos from the same day. And I'm just going to cut them actually with my scissors. It's just much easier than using the little cutter. And then I'm just going to layer and just kind of figure out how I want to lay out the photos and make a couple tip-ins as well. I didn't realize I actually used the same photo, one smaller and one's larger, but that's okay, no one will know. But I'm just going to tape them down or glue them down as well, and then cut the corners on that one. And oh, it was such a fun trip. Such a fun trip. And then here I'm just going to make another tip-in and kind of see where it looks the best, and I decide on the bottom, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm just going to finish off with some more journaling because that day was pretty hectic, and so I just want to make sure I capture all the events that happened. And it was also raining a little bit, and so I wanted to use one of my emoji stickers. And yeah, so that's it for this journal video. I hope you guys found a couple of things that inspired you for your journals, and I will have a brand new Journal With Me video for you guys next Friday. I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend, and Happy New Year, guys. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Bye!